will put it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Missouri's offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can... punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on.
There's so much riding on. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
It's a running room. The 40. He's at the 20. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores offense will go to work for the first time today. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Here we go. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. And the Commodores will hustle to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Vanderbelt. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Nice job on the quarterback finding the big fella in the end. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
29 Philly. 2-0.
The give to the tailback. Got the first down. Looking for more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Tigers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets enough. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. Looking for a crease. It's Reddick. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Middle Tennessee. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Commodores come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Commodores come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Through behind his pad. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. We're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, looking for a man. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. On the run, it's Reddick. Picks up the first down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Breaks into the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time on target. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge 1st down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that is the perfect way to cap off this drive. This thing started way back on their 2-yard line, and they methodically marched it down the field. You saw a little bit of everything on this drive, so at the very end, you pay it off. Really nice job running down in the red zone for the score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbelt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14.
Oh, he's got some space. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick.
Boom, gets a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
To the air on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back and leads it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Might be calling a hot route. He'll take it himself. He's got enough for a Missouri first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Fitted in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Boston College. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Turning it on! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Commodores want to pick up the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this is a really important series of plays. A chance to cut into the lead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Doors!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for space. It's running.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. pulls and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And it's 4th down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? Trying to pound it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Number 25 with the carry.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbelt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under fire! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
And he can see it, read it, and just flat go. Those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll leave it with him. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off. play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Flacco should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Marshall. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Shabera. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going for it all. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Absolutely center cut.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Here we go.
The give to the left side. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He's got it near midfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Vanderbelt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Complete to the left. Touchdown, baby! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And it's perfect. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Finds his man down the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st down from the 28. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Reddick. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grabs it in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play now. Got the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So first down will open up the final period. He wants to throw it again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fakes the grab on the left. At the 35, he's open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. DB's blocked up tight on the receivers. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive.
They're trailing by just 4 to Washington. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll take another shot here. Looking to get it in. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reddick. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbelt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
The Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Brings up 2nd down.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Commodores want to crank the tempo.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Okay, ready? They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbelt.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. From the gun. Bringing the heat. Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. He strikes downfield. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reddick. He's gonna come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Reddick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Missouri comes to the line with another first down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they've got on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires on the move. Fires it incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. They get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on third down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough.
And they will score. Touchdown, Tiger. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbelt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here.
42 Spiders.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Shabera. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one?
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. And the Commodores getting set on first and 10. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Back to pass on second down. Gets away. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.